Hey, it is what it is. You know what time it is. I don't know, mid-tier Fuente time. Great packaging, maybe the best cellophane, right? Tara Fuente, Chateau Fuente, Cuban Belicoso, Sungrown. Now, I've had the Cuban Corona, but I thought I could have swore the Cuban Corona I had was a Maduro. So, it is so much. Let's for example, is the Cuban line of Fuente, are they available in different sizes and wrappers, like Sungrown and Maduro? I don't know. Really full pack, really heavy pack cigar. Kind of a thick, ugly wrapper for Fuente. So maybe this will be pretty strong. It's got some gnarly, looks well made, but the Fuente is definitely not, I mean, the wrapper's not flawless. Looks like nice construction though, but I'm okay with that. Being that I got this for like $7.50 at the PA price, which is actually, I look online, like a little cheaper than some of the stuff online. Some of the stuff online, even for the box, still $8, $9 a stick. In the grand scheme of things, it's $124 for a big torpedo, 52, I think, and 5-inch. So basically about a Toro torpedo. So big gauge, 52. Really nice construction, nice cut. Ecuadorian wrapper, sun-grown Dominican. Everything else. Yeah, take your time. Take your time. Toast that up. Toast that up. How was my day? Thanks for asking. How was my day? How was your day? Nice smell. Oh, nice smell. That is nice off the bat. Good draw. Medium plus, long finish, kind of spicy. Off the bat, it's definitely darker, so darker than normal for Fuente, and stronger than normal because the finish is kind of long and spicy and slightly earthy. Normally you're not getting a lot of earth with Fuente. Medium full right there. Normally you don't get that with Fuente off the bat. Normally you get generally good flavor and good construction, and strength generally follows, and by the second to last third it picks up. Dare I say, it feels like if you had a good Padron like 2,000-3,000 on the sun-grown, so I guess that'd be the natural side, but this is darker than like the natural Padron, which is sun-grown. It's not a shade on the 1,000 series. Only shade is like the Damaso that I know. And anyways, feels like better than that, but like between that and the 64, definitely. It has the grittiness and the earthiness like a 2,000, 3,000 sun-grown natural, but it's darker than that. It feels like darker, not as dark as the Maduro one, but somewhere it's between the 1,000 series and the Padron 64 as far as in the level of quality and the feel, and it's in between that darkness as well. And we're talking about the natural, the sun-grown, because the sun-grown is a natural process. How long you leave that out in the sun. Maduro is the added process you do to sun-grown tobacco. You're really never going to see them take Connecticut shade tobacco and go, now let's put it through a Maduro process. Because Connecticut shade tobacco is going to be very thin, very weak, from like veal, like where they let something grow up very weak to make it more mild and neutered. Kind of like kids in liberal cities. The point is, That's a medium. That's a real medium full. Earthy, slightly salty, good amount of black pepper. That might be one of the strongest Fuentes off the bat, and obviously it's dirty than normally you expect from Fuente. But I'm kind of enjoying it. I'm kind of enjoying this being a dirty. I came up with a dirty. I was gonna say a dirty dark Fuente. That sounds very. In 2020, did I just cancel myself? Did I lose my? I'm not making any money off this channel. It's dirtier and darker profile than normally you get from Fuente. I'm talking about Sungrown. If you go Maduro, okay, it could be darker, but this is very dark for a Sungrown vibe, and quite spicy and quite heavy, and but quite lively, and that dirtiness gives it like an edge, kind of like it's like a biker, edgy, a gangster. Depending on what kind of gangster, you could be edgy, or edgy with a little bit of class, or capable, whatever. The point is that I like this cigar. I'm not going to say it's better than like some of the other mid-tiers I've had, but I like what it represents. So don't get that twisted. I'm liking what it's doing, but I'm not saying it's better than like Anejo or Hemingway Maduro or Hemingway Sungrown. But if you want a mid-tier Fuente at a really reasonable price for a big cigar torpedo, that's kind of lively, it's kind of dark, and very heavy and strong for Fuente. Don't get twisted, it's not full AJ. But within the realm of a Fuente, this is full AJ for Fuente. Did you understand what I said right there? It's not full AJ, but in the realm of Fuente, it's full Fuente. Color me impressed. How did I never have this cigar? I've had the Cuban Corona before in Maduro. I believe the Maduro. So look, if you like cigars like the 1000 series, in natural and Maduro, because remember they're natural sun-grown, which people get that twisted in with the Padron. If you like those kind of cigars, try this, because here's the thing, like this is a step better than those cigars. The problem is the Padron 1000 series has raised their price astronomically, and I mean astronomically in ratio. They used to be $5, $6 Padron 1000 series. They were a good, cheap, low mid-tier cigar. It was like a ugly, dirty Padron that you could have while shooting guns or fishing or, I don't know, doing yard work, you know? Now I see them for $10, $12, which is not worth the money. There's no value in a $12 Padron 1000 series. And you can tell Padron I said that. It's a good, in this day and age, a good $6, $7 cigar. At lounge price. At LP, lounge price. The problem with Padron, there's really no internet pricing. This is phenomenal. I would probably rather have this than a 1000 series. I didn't know Fuente had a kind of a darker, dirty, strong, edgy cigar, but it's done well enough that it's not as dirty or as edgy as the 1000 series, but more dirty and edgier than like a 64 Padron, and way stronger than Fuentes normally are off the bat. Floral notes, earthy, black pepper. There is just a little bit of sweetness. I think this is something, if you want to age it for a year or two, that could be interesting. It'd be interesting what 2 years on this would do. Definitely has enough balls to handle that. It's like cigars are like people. The edgy and dirty and the stronger cigar, generally they can handle doing time. Just like people. The harder and tougher someone is, they can handle 2 years. Some people couldn't take 2 days. I can't go to prison. Why not? I'm going to end up someone's bitch. On the first day, I'm not going to make it. You've been here 30 minutes. Who do I got to fight? It doesn't work like that. We just get it over with. Are you volunteering to be? Are you sure you're not a sodomite? I'll come back here. I'm just going to relax, enjoy the sunset, in beautiful Kingston, Pennsylvania. As the church bells go off at 6 p.m., I want to thank God for letting me smoke this cigar. If this is the last cigar I ever smoke, I want to thank Him for letting me enjoy this. Thank Him for letting me say hello to you. Putting this out there, this channel will be here long after I'm gone. My body, anyways. The soul and the body are separate, only at death. So whatever it is, and if I get tomorrow, nice. If I don't, thanks. That's the way you should live your life. Appreciate today, don't expect tomorrow. It is what it is. If you lower the bar, you'll see reality. I'll come back. Kind of a good, strong, edgy cigar. Really surprised for Fuente on this one. At $7, I would kick with this thing. And it's thickly packed, slow burning. Very high value on this. However, dude, it's not some magical, crazy blend. You understand, I'm not going to describe it again, but this has a lot of perks to it. And it's interesting seeing Fuente having like a strong, edgy cigar. Like also if you like cigars like the Bolivar, the peachy approved Bolivar, you would like this. That's a dirty, edgy, but good cigar and affordable. And this is right in that price point at $7.50 PA pricing. I'll come back. Yeah, no touch-ups, but we're gonna need a touch-up. That's the worst thing that happened, though. I mean, maybe no, the cigar's not wet, so it only started here, falling behind. So, hey, look, one touch-up's not gonna kill me. The ash was stacking up nice. So for $7, look, I'm not gonna deny that happened, but you know, you can fix that with one hit of a torch or a match. Let me hit that right now. Let me do some surgery. Going back to my old days. Fixing up without dropping an ash. Back in my day, you could do touch-ups while smoking the cigar. I'm just gonna touch that up there and then drop the ash. It's a heavy medium full. It's a strong cigar. It's heavy. Good amount of earth for Fuente. A nice dark coffee note. Black pepper's pretty lively. There is a little sweetness to it. Long, heavy finish. There's a grittiness to this cigar. It is, yeah, that little touch-up's correcting itself. One more puff and we'll drop it. Yeah, the floral note I don't like, but I could deal with that. Overall, though, let's get rid of this ash. Doesn't want to go. And it went. Overall, this was an enjoyable cigar, not just for the money, but if you're looking for a good, strong, affordable, big cigar for $7 and change in a lounge at real pricing. The Chateau Fuente Cuban Belicoso Sungrown might impress you. Like I said, the tier this would be a little above the 1000 series and darker than the 1000 series natural sun-grown, and not as dark as the Maduro, but a little smoother and a little higher tier than that, but definitely not as good as the 64 Maduro or sun-grown. So I don't know why Fuente does that. I mean, I don't know why Padron does that. Padron says natural and sun-grown, but the Padron naturals are sun-grown, but the thing is, like, all tobacco's in the sun-grown, but Padron's not. On the Padron naturals, they're not shading the tobacco, at least not that I'm aware of, because sun-grown tobacco is not shaded, and none of the natural Padrons, except Damaso, when they say natural 26 or natural 64 or 1000 series, it's a sun-grown tobacco. It's not listed as a shade. So That being said, why Padron does that, I don't know. Maybe Padron doesn't want to use the word Sungrown. Just keep it simple. You could have anything you want with Padron, in natural or Maduro, which means Maduro's not natural, which means they could have said natural or not natural. Maduro is an artificial thing. It's not natural. Cigars don't naturally Maduro themselves. And Oscuro is supposed to be a double process of the Maduro, or more time in the Maduro process. How or how long, how much, how's that decided? I couldn't tell you. Then some brands say they're Oscuro. Oh, it's a double Maduro, like meaning they'll use a Maduro wrapper and binder. Is that technically Oscuro? Well, it's two Maduros, but technically Oscuro is, it spent more time maturing in the Maduro process, and it's Oscuro. Great draw, great smoke output, very heavy, kind of dirty, earthy, spicy, black pepper. I almost wouldn't think this is a Fuente. And the price point's good. I wouldn't pay $12 for this cigar, but $7 for a big boy cigar, a lot of flavor, a lot going on. It's not gonna be a favorite cigar, but I mean, at that price point, at a store, $7, you can hang out for an hour and 20 minutes. Have a good time with this, get a lot of time. And as long as you're not looking for a heavy level of refinement, you could hang out with this kind of strong, abrasive, mid-tier Fuente for a really low price. The only thing that wasn't crazy about it was the floral note in it. Other than that, so maybe I'd recommend smoking this with something. Drinking water, some type of natural juice, or a beer, or a scotch, whatever you want with this thing. You're strong and heavy enough that no drink's gonna mask this cigar. Uh, 4.55. Good value, heavy, strong, dark, sun-grown Fuente. 4.55. And part of that number is because of the value at the price point. We're done here. Long, heavy finish. Not a good transitional cigar. And it's strong enough that after this, we're done for the day. I don't want to smoke another cigar. Your palate's gonna be blown out like a 38-hour Diddy party. I'll see you around. Stay fresh. No cigars.